This tiny slime gave off an intense aura, so strong that the surrounding goblins were shaking in fear, and ended up calling him their master. The main character became friends with the storm dragon. Seeing him sealed up like that made him feel bad inside. In fact, in less than 100 years, Veldora's magicules would run out, and he couldn't replenish them from inside. That's why there were so many rare resources around. If the magicules were gone, even a dragon would have no choice but to die. The main character decided to save him. He wanted to use his predator skill to swallow the prison, but clearly that wasn't going to work. The Great Sage System began thinking it through, and finally came up with a workable plan. If they could deconstruct the infinite prison, from both inside and outside at the same time, it might be breakable. All Veldora had to do was transfer his data, and let the Great Sage handle the rest. But the process would take a lot of time, and the slime couldn't just stay there forever. So he made a proposal. He'd store the whole thing in his stomach. He was a little nervous Veldora might refuse. After all, it meant going inside someone else's gut. But Veldora burst out laughing and instantly agreed. He even thought it sounded fun. He decided to entrust everything to the slime. But before that, he wanted them to give each other names, just like a human family would. And if Veldora gave him a name, it would actually boost the slime's powers. Veldora loved the name he chose, and the slime's name became Rimuru. From that moment, he became a famous monster. Something deep in his soul changed. Rimuru Tempest was now etched into his very being. Their fates were now intertwined. Then Rimuru activated the predator skill, swallowed the entire prison, and began the analysis. The world changed. The disaster class monster, Storm Dragon Veldora, was gone. His cave was deep inside the Jura forest, and nearby nations began to stir, each one eager to claim the forest for themselves. But Rimuru didn't know any of that. He was still exploring the cave, devouring anything that looked interesting, playing in the water every day. He gained water movement and water source, combined with water pressure boost. He evolved into water manipulation. Not long after, he finally encountered other monsters. A giant snake gave Rimuru quite a scare, but compared to the storm dragon, it was nothing. He slashed it instantly with a water blade, then swallowed it. It was gross, but he got some new skills out of it. Venom spray and heat sense. He could even transform now, since it worked so well. Rimuru started swallowing every monster he saw, but Venom spray had one problem. Every defeated enemy turned into rotten meat, so he disabled that skill. He defeated a spider and gained web shot, beat a bat, and from its ultrasonic orbit, he actually gained the ability to speak. After a long trek, Rimuru finally reached the cave entrance. A massive stone door stood before him. Just as he was wondering how to open it, someone pushed it open from the